It's dangerous to give a microphone to someone who works in ministry on an occasion like this. I'm going to reference two passages of Scripture tonight, and I hope that you will indulge me. In 1 Kings chapter 2, there's a scene where David is about to die. The king David is about to die, and he calls his son Solomon into him, and he says to his son, "Son, I'm about to go the way of all the earth, and it's time for you to be a man." And he goes on in that passage to talk about what that means. How a man listens to God, and how a man always tries to do the right thing. When Austin was in second grade, I shared with him that passage for the first time. And every time he would get out of the car to go to school, or go to a sleepover, or when he would leave the house to go on a date, he would hear these words from me. "Son, be a man tonight." That has a special meaning in our family. My mind goes back to the end of July in 1994 when I brought this fat little baby home. And every moment from then to now has been a blessing in my life. And so now I guess I can look at my son and say, "You are a man. I'm proud of the man that you've become." Now, Michaela, it is no secret that when we first met you, it wasn't easy. We didn't understand your background, and you sure didn't understand our culture. Funny thing, when our kids started dating, we always told them, rule number one, she has to love Jesus. We never really thought that our son would marry a girl who was getting a degree in Bible. I mean, he took it pretty far. She really, really loves Jesus. When it became apparent to us that you were the one, that Austin had decided that he was going to love you, we, Marcia and I, made the decision that we were going to love you. And from that moment to now, this evening, we have tried to love you truly and fully, not by word, but by deed. Sacrificially, thoroughly. The promise I make to you tonight, my dear, is that from this moment until I draw my last breath, we will love you like a daughter. Now, the other passage. At the end of the 5th chapter of Ephesians, there is a command there. Husbands, love your wives. Wives, respect your husbands. Husband, love your wife. Wife, respect your husband. We've been married, and next month my wife and I will celebrate 32 years of marriage. And I will tell you that we've seen a lot of marriages fail. And a lot of times they fail because the wife doesn't feel like her husband loves her. And when a woman feels that way, son, she will look for love somewhere else. And when a man doesn't feel like his wife respects him, he loses respect for himself. And then he begins to look for someone who will treat him like a man somewhere else. That passage, I believe, was beautifully displayed in the life of my parents. They're not here tonight. Mother's in heaven. When Mother got cancer, and it was apparent that she was going to die, and in private moments with just the two of us, she would say things like this: "Your father loves me so much. I don't know what he's going to do when I die." You see, he cherished her, and she never doubted that he loved her. And since my mother has passed, I can't tell you how many times that my dad would say this: "Son, your mother thought I could do anything, She thought I was Superman. Just this past weekend, we were working on the farm, talking about this, and I said, I miss Mother. I wish Mother was here. And he said, you know, your mother, once again, he said, your mother thought I could do anything, but I couldn't save her from the cancer. Michaela, make Austin feel like he's Superman. Make him believe that you think that he could do anything. And Austin, cherish her like she is your most treasured possession. Never, ever make her believe anything other than your full and true love. And if you guys do that, you will have the kind of marriage that other people will be envious of. We love you, and we congratulate you on your new life together. Raise a glass to Austin and Michaela.
Give it up. That was great.